Now, earlier this week, the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced his resignation. It followed major fallout over the Labour Party's performance in recent local elections, but also the party's loss to the pro-independence party Plaid Cymru in Wales. Labour had held power there since the start of devolution almost 30 years ago. Earlier, I sat down with the leader of Plaid Cymru and the new First Minister of Wales, Rhun, Ap Iorwerth, who was in Dublin today for the annual Ireland-Wales Forum. I began by asking him if there will be a new approach to Irish-Welsh relations under his premiership.
This Plaid Cymru government certainly wants to have a stronger relationship than ever with Ireland. I made it a point, in the build-up to the recent election that I wanted this incoming government to be the most international-looking government that we'd ever had. And Ireland is so important to us because of our age-old links and all those elements that we have in common that we can collaborate on. I want to make that as tight a relationship as it possibly could be.
You mentioned that you want it to be the most international-facing government. You met with our Foreign Affairs Minister earlier, and she spoke about the importance of you meeting with her before Ireland's presidency of the European Union. And I wonder, are there issues that you would like to advance for Wales during Ireland's presidency?
There are reasons why that relationship with Ireland is important. One of them is the direct links that we can collaborate on around the Irish Sea on things that are obvious collaborative elements that we can work on energy, for example. But Ireland's role within the European Union, and the key role now over this crucial 6-month period, is one that we want to be able to capitalise on in the interest of Ireland and Wales. And as the leader of a government that is pro-Europe, a First Minister who believes in the benefits of as close a relationship with Europe as possible, having that close relationship with Ireland is a part of how we build those European networks.
You're very vocal on the fact that you want closer relations with the European Union. Wales, of course, did vote to leave the European Union. So why are you so confident that Wales wants that closer relationship? Because in England, mention of Brexit is very contentious. It seems to be the opposite for you.
I mean, values are important to me, and my belief in working together across Europe is a values-based thing. It's also a policy-based thing. I think it was an act of harm to leave the European Union. I am not taking away that a democratic decision was made then, but I do believe that by now people see the impact that departure from the European Union had, and that people would, in the cold light of day, see that, for example, being in the customs union, being in the single market as a minimum, is a sensible place to be for the economy, for education, for research, for cultural reasons. So let's push for that. And having a friend in Ireland is important as we make that case.
Some might argue that you're more vocal on closer relations with the EU than you are in terms of independence. You are a pro-independence party. You look at Sinn Féin in the north of Ireland. They want a border poll by 2030. The SNP is calling for a second independence referendum now. Why isn't Plaid Cymru?
Everything that I stand for is about building up the Welsh nation and being a normal nation. And yes, that means being independent, but that does not mean, absolutely doesn't mean, being isolationist. I'm not about being separate from everybody else. It's about having a different relationship with others, redesigning the relationship between nations in the United Kingdom, being part of wider networks, the most obvious one that I want to be a part of, the EU. Why do we want that? It's because we want the best thing for Wales. My focus is on the people of Wales, but we don't build a prosperous future for ourselves as a nation unless we have very good relations with those around us in our immediate British Islands and across Europe.
And you have spoken about how you would like more devolution of powers to Wales, and you've also spoken of how you were frustrated with Keir Starmer when it came to that issue. And I wonder, if Andy Burnham becomes Prime Minister, and it looks like he may well do you think he'll take a more favourable view to devolution?
If he becomes the Prime Minister, I would hope that his background working within devolved politics as the Mayor of Greater Manchester would make him more open to the arguments that I will put forward to him on the need for fairness for Wales, on funding, to give us the powers to do what we need to do on justice, on rail and all those matters that can build a better future for Wales. It's been disappointing, that I wasn't able to meet the UK Prime Minister in the first 6 weeks success as First Minister. I think it reflects the chaos at the heart of the UK establishment.
You spoke to him by phone?
Currently, we spoke on the phone and we had a positive conversation. But the fact that a meeting wasn't made possible, certainly not through a lack of willingness on my part, speaks to that chaos, that instability. Plus, let's be honest, where Wales is thought of in terms of importance by the UK government.
Have you spoken to Keir Starmer since he announced his resignation on Monday?
No, we certainly haven't spoken since then. And I.
What do you take from that? Do you think the Prime Minister should have called you, given that he's announced he's leaving office?
Well, my regret is that a meeting between a UK Prime Minister and the First Minister wasn't made a priority by the UK Prime Minister. We now have to look forward. My offer and my pledge was to have a constructive relationship with the UK Prime Minister. That offer was made to Keir Starmer. It looks as if that offer now will be made to Andy Burnham.
Finally, your party, Plaid Cymru, ousted Labour from power in Wales. The party had always held power there, and that led to the fallout, which led to Keir Starmer's resignation in part, along with the local elections. Is Plaid Cymru partly responsible for the ousting of Keir Starmer?
I think the departure of Keir Starmer is the product of many things that Labour for some time, no doubt, will be reflecting on, and the message sent by that loss of Wales was a very strong one indeed. In working with a future Labour Prime Minister, whoever holds the key to 10 Downing Street, as I say, the new government for Wales, focused only on the interests of Wales, will take a different approach to predecessors, but it'll all be focused on doing the right thing for Wales.